Wonderful. Thank you. You got awesome, awesome, awesome. Welcome. Welcome to our 11 a.m. White Stone Ceremony service today. We're glad you're here. Welcome to those of you who are here in person and online. So make sure as you came in the door, or if you see somebody coming in the door without their white stone, we remind them that we have a basket and a pencil out there so that you can participate in our white stone ceremony. So, are there any new folks here today who are here for the first time? And if you're online seeing us for the first time, go ahead and give us a shout out, and we will give you a love emoji right back. All right. So thank you. And our service leader today is Susan Moncure, so I'm going to invite her up to share the daily word with us.
All right. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Welcome to every new day. Yes. Today, freedom. Sunday, January 8th. The divine presence within me guides me to freedom. At times I may feel hemmed in by circumstances, limited by a lack of opportunity, or faced with an unwelcome situation and no good choice. When that happens, I may feel anything but free. Rather than despair, I find my freedom in God and the limitless expression of my divinity. Shifting my perspective from the limits of the world to the expanse and perfection of spirit, peace fills me. I relax and remember that no earthly trouble is greater or more enduring than God. I claim the power of God and feel a strength beyond mere human strength as moment by moment I release limiting beliefs and reclaim the power I had given to my problems. Spirit lives in me and as me. This truth is my freedom. And from 2 Corinthians, now the Lord is Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. Together we say, the divine presence within guides me to freedom. Oh.
Good morning. Let's all stand and sing this together. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This peaceful, this peaceful, this peaceful day. This peaceful, this peaceful, this peaceful day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. That energy of love, love, love. Woo! And that is the opening prayer. Yes, indeed. Spirit, 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 thank you for this day. Thank you for this moment. Thank you for this indwelling power, unlimited power of love. The indwelling power that cures, that heals, that profits all. When I feel that love vibrating inside, I feel that energy of harmony, peace, serenity, joy, happiness. For that is what life is, love, the prospering power of love. I indwell it, I radiate it, I feel it, I vibrate it, and wherever I go, that energy is in me, as me, and radiates out. And because like attracts like, I draw that radiating power of love. It is a circuit, ever flowing. There is no lack of love. It can never be a lack of love because it is God, and God is everywhere, inside, all around, as me. That vibrating, pulsating energy of love and light lifts us and lifts everything around us, infuses us with wisdom. For we are a body that is imbued with mind, divine mind. There is no separation. And we affirm that loving power of divine mind operates in us, as us, in everything that we encounter. We look for the good, we find the good, we experience the good, and we spread the good. Divine love is healing me now. Divine love is healing everyone I come into contact with, every situation, every place, everything. We rejoice in this energy of love. And we say, thank you, thank you. And so it is. All right. Whew. So together we say the Metro Richmond prayer. We pray for the the heritage of racism, for the elimination of discrimination in housing, policing, education, employment, transportation, and churches in metropolitan Richmond. Amen. And now we come to the outflowing of divine love, or love in action, here at Unity. All the opportunities. The first I want to mention is Caritas. We are so grateful for all the volunteers, the people that think about it, that do it, that participate, and maybe coming to it also. Thank you. The next volunteer opportunity is January 13th. There'll be an orientation meeting today after the service at 12:15 downstairs. The next is a lovely opportunity, A Course in Miracles. Learn a new way to review and encounter people, events, and circumstances in your life, and as always, find peace despite the appearance of stress and chaos. So, two folks are leading that today, right? Two? Yeah, Stephen and, right? Mike? Good, Mike. I couldn't see back there. These studies are held today after service at 12:30. It's going to be in the celebration room, which is also known as the kitchen area. That's where you can feed your soul also. The initial focus will be to review the daily lessons from the workbook for students. So just so you know, you don't have to have studied the Course in Miracles previously. Just show up and be present. Thank you. The next opportunity is a fun one. It's to see Desiree Roots and the Weldon Hill Ensemble at the Virginia Museum of History and Culture. That's not far from here on the boulevard. Tuesday, January 17th, 7 p.m. to 8:30. Now, this is an opportunity for folks to sign up and go as a group and share this. I'm looking for my little cheat sheet here. Hang on. Nope. Okay. This is the important thing. Sign up out here in the gathering space. If you don't, it's going around? Okay, thank you. So the sign-up sheet's going around. If you're not here or don't have an opportunity to sign up, call the church and we'll sign you up. You purchase your ticket online. You can do that either through our website or through the Thursday email that comes out in Constant Comment. I believe there's a link there. Okay. The link goes to the Virginia Museum of History and Culture's website to pay for the ticket. So you have to have the ticket in advance. By adding your name to the list that's going around, you'll receive an email with a link to purchase the ticket. So there you go. Tuesday, January 17th. The next step is one of our beloved classes, Absolute Abundance, First Steps. And now this is where the sheet comes in. Hello. On January 18th, Reverend Valorie will begin teaching a new 5-week prosperity class at Unity. You will be introduced to Unity's prosperity principles, helping you expand your awareness of abundance around you, in you, all around you. It's been said, if nothing changes, nothing changes. So join us and take your first steps towards greater prosperity in all areas of your life. We're not talking about just money. We're talking about, imagine, expanse, unlimited prosperity in all of your areas of your life. Who doesn't need that? Okay, sign up online or in the gathering space. You'll be emailed a link for purchase materials. So that piece is very important. If you want to take the class, you need to sign up for it because there's a download to purchase the materials. And if you need assistance in doing any of that, just, let us know at church and we're happy to help you. Let's see. I think that was it. 1, 2, 3, 4. A lot of opportunities. I think that's it, and now I will leave. Yeah.
Bring it on, everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. I'm through crying, I'm through waiting, I'm through hoping against all hope. I'm through longing for something gone that'll never return. I think I finally learned to bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. I'm through grieving, I'm through dreaming that the life I had is ever coming back. No more wishing on someone else's star that'll never be mine. I think it's time to bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. And I've survived many times before, broken hearts and slamming doors. But I'll be alright, yes I will, once more, just as I did back then. I'm gonna rise again, so bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new, so bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know I'm gonna be everything new. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Ian, Ryan, and Forrest. What a perfect song. Raise that energy, and are you excited for the new year? I said, are you excited for the new year? For the new you? Well, yes. Yes. Well, I wanted to start. I had received a late Christmas card, and it was perfect because it was sort of an after Christmas. It's always good when they keep coming in. And some friends put this little quote in there by Jung Pueblo. It says, pick the path that lights you up. The one you know deep down is the right choice. Stop listening to doubt. Start connecting with courage. Do not let the idea of normal get in the way. It may not be the easy path, but you know great things take effort. Lean into your determination. Lean into your mission. Lean into real you. So that's what we're all about here today and doing the white stone ceremony. And when we come together to do this as a community. So here it is, the second Sunday of the year, and it's been a great year so far, right? I think so. So just the other day, January 6th was Epiphany. Epiphany, the 12 days of Christmas actually starts, the day after Christmas goes through January 6th. And Epiphany means manifestation of the divine. It's signified by the Magi following the star to Bethlehem to honor the birth of Jesus. Now, interestingly enough, I went to some lectures some years ago and listened to a Catholic priest, a very, very radical and different Catholic priest named Father Charlie. And he was very good at explaining historical, metaphysical, and biblical together. And he shared that approximately during the time of Jesus' birth, Halley's Comet was in the sky. And they look at not knowing what Halley's Comet is, and there's the star. So you and I are also guided by the light of Spirit, just like the Magi. And we too must return to our innocence and the awareness of our innocence and our purity and our spiritual identity. And to live from that, which is living from the inside out instead of from the looking at outer conditions and being in response to those. So our ceremony of the white stone, and we'll do it in the meditation time today, we will receive a word that represents this new identity or this focus for the coming year. Now, in today's message, I'm going to share with you some steps for renewal that come from multiple resources, and then we'll commence with the white stone ceremony. So first, let's start with a scripture. When we renew ourselves, we return from that focus on the outer and come back to consciousness and come back to our inner focus. Romans 8:6 says this, to set the mind on the flesh is death, but to set the mind on the Spirit is life and peace. We live in a climate where the conditions of the world can tempt us to think impossible instead of I'm possible. I'm possible. What's my possibility to live the best version of myself that I can and be that expression of love and spirit in the world? Living from the inside out, we focus on our consciousness. That's the starting place of how we see and experience our life. It's the awareness that whatever is outside of us that we do not see yet in appearance is already inside of us. It starts with faith and it starts with our imagination, and then it's formed into something. Romans 12:2 says this, be transformed by the renewal of your minds. And when we have that renewed mind, then we resonate with the presence that dissolves our problems. We're with the frequency that dissolves our problems and brings about the manifestation of good in our life and all of our affairs. So today, as we do this ceremony, you get to set your intent for the coming year on what is possible. What are you the possibility of when you align yourself with your inner light? This month is a time for new beginnings, opening doors, and new visions, as it's said in the Path newsletter. And they gave this affirmation, which I love, and it'll be a focus for us today. It's, I step into this new year with a joyful heart, knowing God is my source. I co-create the life of my boundless dreams. We're going to do that together in a little bit, but I think that's a powerful affirmation. Now, our co-founder, Myrtle Fillmore, her wisdom, she outlined 3 steps to renewal in the book, How to Let God Help You. It's a Unity publication of her writings. And the basic 3 steps for renewal that Myrtle outlines is to begin the day with a new thought, to live from a place of appreciation, and the third one is self-reflection. So in her words, she said this, the restrictions of yesterday have no power to overshadow our lives today when we realize that we are in the eternal now. Let us begin our day with the newness of thought and with courage. Let us begin the new year. Throw the doors of our hearts and homes open to the new. This newing process comes first in mind. Be you transformed with the renewing of your mind. So how do we begin the new day, or the day with newness and courage? And she said to do this by beginning with a new thought each day. Here's a couple of ideas. Today I am open and receptive to the unfolding good of this day. Today is a brand new baby day. That's Mary Morrissey's that she shares. How about the song? Bring it on, everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for the next thing to do. Yeah. Or here's another one, the universe, everything in the universe is working together for my good. Now in Buddhism, this perspective is called beginner's mind. So to clear the mind of preconceived judgments or conclusions and see everything new with fresh eyes, this is a profound spiritual practice. It can only be achieved by spending time in that practice or time in the stillness. As Myrtle says, time of self-reflection. The Course in Miracles lessons are all about understanding our perceptions and being based on the past and not seeing the truth of things, and how if we can release our preconceived judgments and have a new and open mind. Now, Mary Morrissey has an outline of 5 things you can do for renewal. And hers 5 things have to do with our fingers. So the first one is to have a thumbs up attitude. Okay? The second one is point your way through the day. So we set our intention for the day. What kind of a day do you want to have? That's your decree, that's your word. The third one is your middle finger, flip fear in the face. Flip fear in the face. That keeps it clean, right? Using the middle finger, okay? The fourth one is to go forth as a person of increase, okay? So if we go forth about our day as a person of increase, then we are being a blessing. We are sharing whatever good that we have that can bless others, knowing that you can't outgive God, knowing that all kinds of unforeseen blessings will come your way and in ways that you couldn't have planned or predicted. The other day, I went through the Starbucks drive-thru, and the lady says, the woman in front of you paid for your coffee. I'm like, wow, what a blessing. Somebody thought to do that and did that. And I've heard of that before. And I thought, well, I'm going to pass it on. I'll do that for the people behind me. And we'll see how far this can keep going, these random acts of kindness. So go forth as a person of increase. There's always something that you can do, share, a compliment, a smile, do a little, a kindness for someone, a stranger or someone you know. And the fifth one is appreciate the little things. So it's along the lines of Myrtle Fillmore, have appreciation, but appreciate the little things. If we can appreciate the little things, we'll begin to see many, many, many more things to appreciate in it. What you appreciate appreciates. It grows because we are, lifting our vibration by having that attitude of appreciation. All right, back to Myrtle now. What she has to say about appreciation. She says, beauty and appreciation are inborn, and so are all the qualities that make for transformation in the outer world. Emerson teaches that those who have capacity to appreciate beautiful things have more enduring title to them than those who hold material ownership of them. With this clue, who need lack possessions? The new thing to do is to let the seer within you look with unblurred vision. Michelangelo beheld an angel where the outer eyes saw only a block of marble. And with the cunning of a chisel and a mallet, he brought into manifestation what his inner vision, what his imagination had created. Looking with this inner sight, we behold the angel of the new, where to the outer eyes there is mere common condition or common experience. And the new comes forth into manifestation through the telling strokes of our thought and word. Unquote. This is timeless wisdom from Myrtle Fillmore. In step 3 for renewal, she talks about self-reflection. And this is a thing that needs to happen regularly, daily, maybe every hour, if you can, and not just one time a year. We can renew ourselves at any time. So our third principle states that human beings create their experience by the activity of their thinking, and everything in the manifest realm has its beginning in thought. As we know, our words and our actions follow those thoughts accordingly. So the more we see and ruminate on lack, on the past, we shut the door to the substance and power of God. So we look for the good, we appreciate, and we get a positive feeling that is much more powerful and that can sculpt or shape more of the good possibilities into probabilities and into our capability to mold and shape them. That's all already inside. So the third one, self-reflection. That she said this, do you want to make new every day of the year? Have you looked upon the dark side? No, my interpretation is that is the shadow, your shadow. Find the silver lining of your own ideals. Have you the habit of holding grievances? Look within and see the joy tucked away in the remote corners of your heart. And the world without will grow roseate to your charmed vision. Go step by step through the habits of the mind and bring forth the glory of their hidden side. You will find angels of overlooked opportunities coming forth from the commonest demands of everyday life, unquote. The angels that she's speaking of here are messages. You will find messages of overlooked opportunities coming forth from the commonest demands of everyday life. See, there's power in our selective attention. If you don't like how you are feeling or the conditions that are going on in your life, then let's look for what we can do to shift our attention. Not deny the facts, but look for the good. Look for what can uplift, what can change our vibration. Look for the blessings. Look for the beauty. Appreciation. Find something to laugh about. Don't take yourself so seriously. Don't take life so seriously. It's time to lighten up. So ready, Myrtle says, is this glory to come into your life that you need only turn your face upon it to behold the angel of the new. Your home and life will all therein be transformed through renewed purpose, thought, and word, unquote. Now this says to me that once we leave the past behind through forgiveness, everything changes. That which is no longer serving us dissolves, melts away, and what serves our greater good and purpose flows to and through and from us. So let's recap Myrtle's steps. Start each day with a new thought. Focus on that newness, being in the present. As I was writing this, what came to me, this is my day to be the expression of love in the world. 2, stay focused on beauty and appreciation, and you will feel the frequency of sufficiency, and you will feel the flow, the abundance. She also says, make a list at the beginning and end of each day, excuse me, on things to be grateful for. Take that opportunity to share appreciation with at least one person. Practice self-reflection by taking a personal inventory of what grievances you may be holding. And take care of it quickly. Don't put it off. We want to make amends. We want to do what we can as quickly as possible to keep ourselves in the flow. She says, turn your face on the angel of the new, and all will be transformed with renewed purpose, thought, and word. Now, these are simple practices to use, to laser our focus and to shift from egocentricity to spiritual, to the greater good. There's one very important ingredient that was just mentioned in order to engage in your life full on, and that is having purpose, having a vision. The ancient wisdom of the Yoga Sutras say, Patanjali says this, because shared in our yoga class on Monday night, I was like, I think I need to share that on Sunday. When you are inspired by some great purpose, some extraordinary project, all your thoughts break their bonds. Your mind transcends limitation. Your consciousness expands in every direction, and you find yourself in a new and wonderful world. Wow, that was written centuries ago. When you are inspired by some great purpose, some extraordinary project, all your thoughts break their bonds. Your minds transcend limitations. Your consciousness expands in every direction, and you find yourself in a new and wonderful world. Yeah, it's like what I was reading in the beginning, that quote from my friend, what you're passionate about. You have to know your why. See, what makes you get up in the morning? What keeps you going when the going gets tough? That would be your sense of purpose. And it doesn't have to be complicated. It can be simple. My purpose, I consider it to be a midwife to awakening souls. And there are many ways to go about that. And there's probably many other people who are also have that purpose. your purpose. We all have a universal purpose, and that is to be the expression of love, and your individual purpose to be the unique expression of love that you are. I've been reading a book called Fear Not, Messages of Assurance by Martha Smock, an early Unity teacher. And she has some gems in it, and she had this affirmation that just stood out. I am a living, breathing miracle. How wondrous and marvelous is the power of Christ in me. How joyous is the song of life in me. I am a living, breathing miracle. So before we commence with the white stone, I'm going to share a little bit of that chapter, Sing a New Song. She says this, new, what a good word. We may tell ourselves that everything is going to be different, that we are done with the past, that we are embarking on the new. We do that every year. We set New Year's resolutions, right? But we may soon be caught up in the same old thoughts and feelings and reactions. We may find ourselves singing the same old song. And our song is our consciousness. Our song is the thoughts we think, the words we speak, the feelings to which we give expression. We may have been singing a sad song. We may have been singing the blues. We may have been singing a song of woe. Now it is time to sing a new song, a song with new words, new music, new tempo. And this new song is trying to sing itself through us, is barely heard in the clamor of negation that may arise in us as we concentrate on all that seems to be wrong. The past is the past. The new song is there waiting to be sung through us. We are at a point of beginning again. Old thoughts and old conditions are as waters that have passed away. A song has words, and the new song we are singing has words. It has words of life, words of love, words of strength, words of power, words of peace, of faith, words of wisdom. A new song begins with an idea of our true nature. We sing a new song as we are renewed in the spirit of our minds. And we no longer let negative thoughts and feelings dominate us, as we no longer accept the belief that it is impossible for us to change, that we are bound to old ways or old limitations. Unquote. Now she goes on to say that it's time to know that old conditions can be healed. It's time to affirm life and wholeness and joy and harmony. To release old hurts, memories of mistakes, and release any trace of unforgiveness or bitterness. And it's time to be confident, courageous, and rooted in the greatness of your spirit. The power to live a purpose-driven life is within you. As a recap, Myrtle's reminders are: 1, begin the day with a new thought. 2, have appreciation. And 3, self-reflect. Again, Mary Morrissey's have a thumbs-up attitude. Hold your thumb up. Put your faith in things working together for good. For good. 2, point your way through the day. Set your intention, how you want your day to be, so that it doesn't happen to you by default, so that life expresses through you by design. Flip fear in the face, third finger. Don't give in to those fearful thoughts. Change our attention, change the channel from the fearful thought to our spiritual identity, which has everything that we need to fulfill that purpose, to express that love. Go forth as a person of increase and appreciate the little things. So be a blessing to someone, appreciate those little things, and keep those blessings flowing. So let's conclude this part with our affirmation that we started with about stepping into the new year with a joyful heart. We'll put that back up there. Before we go into the white stone, we're going to affirm that together. I step into this new year with a joyful heart. Together, I step into this new year with a joyful heart. Knowing God is my source, I co-create the life of my boundless dreams. Again, let's stand as a person of power. And step into this new year with a joyful heart, knowing God is my source. I co-create the life of my boundless dreams. Thank you. You may be seated. And now we're going to get ready for the white stone. So and make sure that you all have a white stone and a pencil in your hand. And our music team's going to provide the meditation music. So Maureen will pass out from the basket anybody who doesn't have a white stone. So as we prepare for the white stone, I'm giving you a little bit of history on that. It's a good thing to honor completions and new beginnings and to acknowledge ourselves for a job well done, how far we've come. And then set our intentions for the next chapter, which is what we do every year. Before we meditate on this white stone, let me share with you some background. This white stone is a ritual symbolizing not just unity, it goes way back, ancient. It's a ritual symbolizing a clean slate. We're writing down a new name for ourselves, which is one and the same with claiming a new nature. And the nature we are focusing on is not new, really. It's our inherent spiritual nature, and we're aligning with it. These stones are actually authentic Jerusalem stone. They come from the Hebron Valley, which is a Palestinian city in southern West Bank of Jerusalem. If you want an information card, there are some cards in that basket about the source of this white stone. This white stone is an ancient ritual that predates even Jesus, up to and during his time. When someone served a time in prison or bondage of any kind, they were given a white stone that when they were released was proof that they were no longer a prisoner and were free. Now, when we did our burning bowl and released it to the fire, that symbolized our release from the past that was a mental prison for us. Those prison sentences can be, something's wrong with me, I'm not good enough, he or she did me wrong, or whatever. We let those things go when we did our burning bowl last week. It required us to release by forgiving ourselves, forgiving others, and making room for this new nature. To let go and make room for a new possibility. Now, there are several biblical references. Revelation 2:17, John talks about the people being given a new name. Let anyone who has an ear to listen to what Spirit is saying to the churches. The churches are those people whose thoughts were turned toward God. To everyone who conquers, I give some of the hidden manna. To all who see beyond the appearances, I give all that is needed to live. This is all biblical scripture. Now, it's not an outer ear, but it's an ear that hears. It's that still small voice inside. It's not the intellect that hears, it's a listening of the heart. Okay? So we're going to listen with heart listening today for our word or our name. So we train our mind to listen to that spirit and observe the erroneous beliefs with self-awareness and negative emotions. In the days of wandering in the wilderness with Moses, the manna which God had sent down for each day, the people had only to go to collect it for that day. They were told not to hoard it, but to just collect for their needs, what was needed that day. When we surrender to our higher power, then we receive this invisible manna. We receive new energy and nourishment, and we receive a peace that passes intellectual understanding. Part 2 of Revelation 2:17 says, "And I will give a white stone, and on the white stone is written a new name that no one knows except the one who receives it." Thank you. This refers to that higher realization of your spiritual I am, spiritual identity. When a person commits to the yogic path, they receive a new name. Native Americans receive a new name when they complete certain rituals. Nuns and priests receive a new name. African tribes give names that have unique stories behind them, from the day or time a baby is born to the circumstance surrounding the birth. Several factors influence the parents' names for their children. Ayudela, joy has come home, is a name for a baby whose birth brought happiness to their Yoruba parents in Nigeria. Yatunde or Yawande is a Yoruba name for a girl whose grandmother or female relative died before she was born. The name is sacred. It has meaning, so now we have this opportunity to go within, to relax, to go within and ask for a word or a picture, a quality that represents your possibility for this new year. You're asking for a new nature that takes on and best expresses the development of your soul and spirit. It might have something to do with your purpose or a specific vision for carrying out that purpose. So with your stone in your hand, now let's just go within until you can first imagine the word on the stone before you write it down. And when you feel the affirmation, when you feel within your being that that word is the word, then go ahead and write it down on your stone. Or draw the image on your stone. And if you're at home, you can make do with a piece of paper or a rock to write your word. And you sit with that for a while once you receive your word, and listen to any other messages from Spirit. We give thanks for the guidance received right here and now, knowing that in this moment we've received exactly what is needed. And the next time we sit for a time, we will receive exactly what is needed. And it'll be new, a new word, new manna. We give thanks for this time of connecting with our inner spirit. We give thanks for this gift of life. So right now, we just feel the presence of that life pulsing through our veins and muscles and organs and tissues, through the body, through the mind, and from spirit. We are whole, body, mind, and spirit. We give thanks for this connection. And so it is. Amen. And so I leave you with these words, and it's a Sanskrit salutation. Look to this day, for it is life, the very breath of life. In its brief course lie all the realities of your existence. The bliss of growth, the glory of action, the splendor of beauty. For yesterday is only a dream, and tomorrow is but a vision. But today, well lived, makes every yesterday a dream of happiness, and every tomorrow a vision of hope. Look well, therefore, to this day. And so it is.
Thank you, Reverend Valorie. And I'm looking to see if there's kids today. No? Okay. So could the ushers come forth, please? Oh, our treasurer is going to say something. I thank you, Maureen.
Thank you, Susan. And thank you, Val. What a wonderful message and a beautiful white stone ceremony. So I'm pleased to be here to share with you that we are tithing. Unity of Richmond is tithing into the community and into the world. We are sharing our treasures with the McShin Foundation, Caritas Healing Place for Women, Side by Side, the Unity Eastern Region, the Unity Worldwide Ministries, Silent Unity, and the International Rescue Committee. So we will be blessing our tithes as we also collect tithes from you. So thank you so much. Let us say the prosperity blessing together. Divine love expressing through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am grateful.
Thank you, Maureen. Okay, and next it's feeling good, I think.
Oh, I'm just recognizing now. Is this it, the blessing? This is maybe a little bit of a different song from the blessing. I don't think I have to say the name of it because you'll probably recognize it. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by. You know how I feel. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you feeling good. A river running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on a tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Sleep in peace when day is done, that's what I mean. And this old world is a new world and a bold world for me. Stars when you shine, you know how I feel. Scent of the pines, you know how I feel. Oh, freedom is mine, and I know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good.
Hey, if you weren't feeling good before, you got to now. Uh-huh. That's right. Thank you. Woo! Ian, Forrest, Ryan. Yeah, yeah. And the ushers come forward, please. Oh, my goodness. Okay. And together, we give thanks for the gifts that will support our mission of creating a spiritually awakened world. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so much gratitude. Thank you, thank you. First, our prayer chaplains, thank you for being available every Sunday. I think it's Stephen and Santa today. Yay, come on up. And our sizzling hot band with Ian, Forrest, and Ryan. Uh-huh. Woo! Hot, 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 hot. Woo!
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And of course, all of you for singing along too. And the folks in the back, people wouldn't know we existed outside of here if we didn't have Rich, Bernice. I can't see that far back. Is that Rob? Oh, hey, Rob. Thank you. And Natasha, thank you. And of course, Jeff and Tom, thank you. Ushers. And Debbie. And our beloved Reverend Valorie and all you folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, and the final thing is the prayer for protection. Aha, okay. Together we can stand and say, the light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, all is well.
Yeah.
Song.
on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator. Family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow to take